Welcome to Toffee TV. There is a lot of talk about a certain gentleman in the media, on social media, everywhere, and his name is Wayne Rooney. And it would be amiss of us not to have a conversation about this. His name has popped up again, like it does. Popped up last year. It creeps up now and again, doesn't it? It pretty much has creeped up for the last what is it? 15 years? 12 years? I can't remember. Wayne Rooney is very much out of favour now for not only Manchester United but for England. He's found himself on the bench for both of them. He was, I think it all started last season when Louis van Gaal decided he was just going to be this new super centre midfielder, and then it was carried on by England for some unknown reason, and he sort of got bogged down in it, playing this role that he never really. He's a good, he probably can play that, but I still think he had a lot to give up playing further forward, and he's just become a victim of it basically. The season hasn't started very well for him, even though he scored a couple of goals. But Man United see that there's other options, and maybe actually might be just a political thing. Like, he's the easiest player to leave out because he's the one who won't give anyone any grief. And this has basically led to speculation about him obviously leaving the club and where he'd go. And obviously, Everton's name has appeared again, which has led to obviously a divide in the fans whether they'd have him back or wouldn't. I mean, what are the positives? What are the things that would say yes, Wayne Rooney come and sign for Everton?
Name, brand.
So first things popping in your head is the brand. Everton are trying to change things around, looking to move to a new stadium, trying to push the brand out there, say that we are Everton, and to do that we need a figurehead, someone who's still for me a massive name in the world of football,
really is, yeah.
And that what comes with it.
Wouldn't be the only reason. It wouldn't be like trying to get the Chinese Lee Tai, because he was like, he was Chinese.
The Chinese Lee Tai?
He was Chinese, yeah. The Chinese Beckham, okay. Lee Tai. It wouldn't be for that kind of thing, but that's what comes with it. I think first and foremost on a football level, people will disagree, but that's fine. He's better than what we have. He's better than Kone. He's better than Nias. He's better than anything like Morales at the moment, Valencia. Because Morales doesn't score. Valencia, coming into this, I think Koeman would have him in there. I think Rom would thrive on playing with him, and I still think people are going, well, he'd have to play instead of Barkley then. I see Rooney as a centre forward. I think the fact that he's getting so much stick at the moment is because they're asking him to do something he doesn't do. He's a lad who will score goals. If he stood in around the penalty area and get on the end of things, he would score goals. The problem is he's trying to involve the play and affect the play everywhere else all over the pitch, which not scoring the goals he used to. He's not as quick as he was, of course he's not.
Yeah.
But he's still, for me, he's still got that quality. Yeah. You look and you go, well, I want to sort of dynamic, fast players. I do. But if he was available and Koeman wanted him, why wouldn't you want him back? He's still better than a lot of what we have.
Do you think if there was a player out there and his name wasn't Wayne Rooney, do you think it would be easier for some people to accept him as a signing?
The same player?
Yeah, exactly the same player.
With what he... Yeah, of course it would. I think for some, there'll be a group of people who think he's just not good enough anymore, because what they've seen, he's not playing well and he's not playing well for England. There'll be a section of Evertonians that still hate him. But that, you can't change anyone's mind on that. They'll do what they want. The fact is he left, he won every trophy in the game. And
maybe if he hadn't left Everton,
well, we would have been in trouble.
Who knows where we'd be now.
And then there'll be Evertonians who will say, yeah, I'd have him back, of course I'd have him back, because it's all about people. When you have this discussion with people will come back and say, well, we should be trying to sign Chicharito. I'd love Chicharito. the chances are if he was up for sale by Leverkusen, Champions League clubs would be all over him. Everton and Champions League club. I'd love us to sign, you know, top Aubameyang and players like that, Marco Reus. We're not going to get any of them. Liverpool couldn't get them, and they're further on in their development, so to speak. So it's difficult to get that top level. We proved all summer it was difficult to get that top level. What we've got to do is, are the players better than what we have? That's how we will bridge that gap. Are they better than what we have now? And Rooney, for me, is better than what we have.
Yeah, because I mean, on the other side of things, people are looking at, right, is he good enough? Well, that's sort of a hard one to judge. I mean, he's only 31, but in terms of how long he's been playing for 15 years, and that's clearly took its toll on him, and he's lost part of his game. That, you know, it's caught up. It's clearly caught up with him. So you think, is there still a player there? That's one of the problems. You know, as you mentioned, people talking about, I would never have him back. You know, Judas and all that. I think that's another little issue. But we've seen him come on at the testimonial for Duncan Ferguson, and it was pretty much positive reaction, wasn't it? When he came on the pitch, it was pretty much a positive reaction, and he seemed quite happy with it. So I mean, the age thing for me, it can be looked at two ways. You can think you got a lot of people saying, yeah, but remember when we bought Gazza in? Remember when we bought Ginola in? Remember when we, you know, there's that school of thought, isn't there? That he would just be one of them. You add that to the wages situation. He's on reportedly £300,000 a week. Now, unless he goes to China, no one's matching that. No one's even getting. I doubt he'd even get a third of that.
He won't get a third of it.
I doubt he'd even get a third of that with his age. And you'd imagine if he came to Everton, he'd climb down a lot on that, and he'd work out a way to. He'd work a deal out. You know, wouldn't he? He'd work a deal out where
he's still got some big contracts.
Yeah.
With Adidas and, you know, Nike. Sorry, not Adidas. With Nike and with other companies, he'll still be used. He's still a global brand, like you said. He is, whether people like it or not. He is.
That brand isn't helped by him sitting on the bench.
No.
For Man United, therefore sitting on the bench for England.
And then his image rights, and Everton are trying to renegotiate a lot of their deals. Will have a lot of changes next summer through Mashiri's trying to get us. Wayne Rooney, Everton, that name bounces. It's far reaching, and you can't always look at it like that.
And it'd be a huge story, wouldn't it? Him signing for Everton would be a huge story in the world of football.
It's a massive
it would be a big. I don't care what anyone says. It would be a massive coup for us. Massive. It'd be people who are younger mightn't even know the connection. There are people out there who would go, oh, why is he going there? Why isn't he going here and there? People might, and then, you know, you played for Everton, you know, then I didn't even, you know, honestly there will be people out there. There'll be people around the world who go, well, why is it?
Because the media are very good at forgetting he played for.
Yeah, exactly. So it'd be a case, and it would just be the triumphant return and all that. Now, for me, I think it's a no-brainer for the positive reasons, but I get the negative reasons. I get the negative reasons, but I think now again, who knows if he wants to sign for Everton? Do you know what I mean? Who knows? He might. And this football changes very quickly as well. I mean, 1 minute he's not playing, the next minute someone gets injured and he's back in the team, and something clicks for him. That's how football works. I mean, I remember how close we were to signing Mark Hughes when he was very much still in his pomp at Man United. Andy Cole gets injured and Eric Cantona gets suspended, and we see Mark Hughes about 4 years later playing in Everton shirt when he was past his.
Well, we nearly had him twice. The other time he scored at Newcastle and stretched it off. We were signing him on the Monday, and he was out for 8 weeks and it fell through. And we'd have had him on the Monday.
That's football.
We had Andy Cole, but he played against. We had Andy Cole signed and sealed. On the Monday, played against Liverpool reserves on the Saturday for United, and Ruddock broke his leg, and that was it. Cole fell through. So we've had it many times where it can flip.
But who knows? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think we're just giving, you know, opinions out here, and we'd love to know what you think in the comments, because you will tell us, and please give us serious reasons, not just like hate. You know, think about it logically. I mean, for me, the whole Judas thing is done and dusted for me. I hated them for a long time, but then as the realisation of what it actually meant for him and what it actually meant for the club started to...
We've got it, and we're never going to do it because we're fans, but at the end of the day, it's a job, it's a business, it's players come and go. Someone put on Twitter yesterday, and I thought it was really good. It was really insightful, and basically it just said, I don't care if the mercenaries, I want the best mercenaries playing for us, because every player's a mercenary. People still, I see things now, people going, I still hurts me when I see John Stones playing for City. Why? The lad couldn't wait to get away. He couldn't wait to get away from Everton. The minute they made him, he wanted out. He was a dog last season, and it hasn't come out, and it may well come out, but he was a dog, and people still go, I love him, it breaks my heart. The kid, A, he couldn't defend, and B, he was a dog.
But that's football. Yeah, and even Romelu Lukaku.
Lad tells us he wants to leave.
Every time he was on Sky in Belgium, said he wanted to leave. But at the time, it didn't really bother me. It bothered me that the club let him say it. But it didn't bother me because that's football. It's just the way it is.
It's gone now. It's gone where they love the club and they want to play and they don't ever want to leave him. Them days are gone. Or the Leon Osman and Tony Hibbert, don't get me wrong, who are great servants for the club, but they're never going to go to the very top level. So you've got to... If you want players who are going to progress Everton Football Club, unfortunately, they're mercenaries. So you've got to go, well, I don't care. I want to see Everton winning. Wayne Rooney comes in and has a great 18 months and then is crap after it. I don't care.
Well, right. I'm gonna propose a solution here. Right.
Get him on loan.
Get him on loan. Get Wayne Rooney on loan. Get him in January.
See what he does.
See what he's got in the tank.
Because it could ignite him coming back to Everton.
See what he's got in the tank. How it affects the club.
How it affects the team.
Affects the club on and off the pitch. I think it's a no-brainer. Mourinho's quite clever as well. Mourinho will think, if he's not in our team, we might as well. It's what he did with.
He'll start hating other.
It's what he did with Lukaku.
Lukaku, yeah.
And I think that's a no-brainer. If Wayne Rooney feels like I mean, the talk is he's been basically told
to go,
that he's got no future at the club. But then again, Mourinho might have a future at the club in about 6 months. So that's he's got to think about.
No, but January. I think United will probably let him go in January. To be honest,
I think on loan could suit both teams.
And then everyone can assess it in the summer.
And Everton could say, right, take him on loan. There might be a deal done, a view to, permanence in the summer if he does well, and all the rest of it.
That doesn't mean we shouldn't be still looking for other strikers.
No.
Quick, young, hungry strikers.
We're just having a chat because it's out there, and it seems to be, and it mightn't be. We might just be talking nonsense, but it seems to be a solution that could suit everybody in the short term, anyway. Short term and maybe a little bit more longer term.
He's 31. We got Gareth Barry at 32, 33, and he's been fantastic. I'm not saying Rooney will be, but you don't know, do you?
A couple of other positives to think about is him and Ross Barkley. What he could tell Ross Barkley, what he could show Ross Barkley, and people will be going, yeah, it's time to leave and all that. But what he could show Ross Barkley in terms of development and what he needs to be a top player, and also the other players in the academy.
But I think Lukaku would be delighted to play with Wayne Rooney. I would, and I think it's show Ron. Wayne Rooney in as well now. This club is trying to go places. Other people might go, he's finished, you're talking crap. Fair enough, it's an opinion, but I still think if you play them up front as a two or just off Rom, I still think he'd have something to offer for Everton.
I think someone like Wayne Rooney's movement would really help Lukaku.
I watched him come on in that testimonial last year for 20 minutes, and he was the best striker I'd seen at Goodison for 10 years with his movement. He just drives with the ball. It's one of them, isn't it? You either like him or you don't. Yeah. I think for me, would he improve us at the moment in the current players we've got? He would. Would he help Lukaku out? Yes, he would. Would he help Barkley? Yeah. Is there better options out there for more money? Probably, but can we get them? That's what you're asking.
That's the main question, isn't it? We did it all season, like in the summer. Mata, Witzel and all those other players, when you were trying to get the best players. Could we get them? No. So maybe you just need that one to kick-start it all, and that player could be Wayne Rooney. We're not telling you right yes or no, we're just giving you the options, but I do think that if there's some way we could get him on loan,
might be a solution for everyone.
It could be a solution for everyone. I know everyone talks about the 300,000 and all that. Forget about all that. Tell us what you think in the comments. Would you have him back, considering all the things we've said? Would you have him on loan? Would that make sense? Any Man United fans watching? There might be some Man United fans. Like, tell us what you think. What his issues have been at Man United.
Has he still got it, in your opinion?
Let us know. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. We'll see you later.